Hey guys, it's Awesome Gamer. Today we'll be doing a how to care for the common pleco. Not the bristle-nosed, not the rubber lip today, but the common pleco, the black one. Just ignore the guy right there. First of all, these guys are small in stores, but these guys get huge. Minimum tank size around 125, 150 gallons or so for the common pleco. I know I only have him in a 55 currently, but I'll be upgrading him eventually to a pond. pH between 7 and 8. Temperature, I guess maybe 68 to 80. These guys are pretty hardy. They can go with goldfish just fine. These guys can also go with Oscars. Whoops. Compatibility, pretty much any fish. Like, maybe not fry, but these guys aren't going to really attack your fish. Give it a lot of hiding spots, but and the huge tank you have. Honestly, let me do some explaining the reason why I have a common pleco in a 55 gallon. I got this guy like 3 years ago, when I was like 8 years old or something like that. Like 8 or 9, so back in 2017. So I didn't know anything about fish, like, and I guess my mom didn't know too much either back at the time. So we just got a common pleco, not really knowing that they need a huge tank. You know this guy from the video about how he got shocked that day by the heater. Got a new little cheap one. It works fine with the tank. These guys are extremely hardy, as you know from the heater incident. I heard of this guy that got out of the fish keeping hobby and kind of just left his tank there when he sold all the fish. He forgot about the pleco in there, and the pleco survived for months without food, without a heater, without a light, without a filter. And he finally realized that the pleco was in there because he heard splashing in the water. So these guys are extremely hardy, but don't be lazy with these guys. These guys poop a lot. We gotta do like weekly maintenance on this tank. There's a lot of fish anyway. Do not buy this just because you have an algae problem. Yes, you can buy it because of that, but these guys are not your maid service. They're not just going to clean your tank for you. They'll clean the algae off the glass, but you can't just leave them by themselves. You got to make sure make sure your flakes get to the bottom more preferably. Hold on. Algae wafers. They love these. Or give them zucchini. They also love those. But you can't just be lazy with these guys. No, little face. And I can't stress this enough. Do not put these guys in your local pond, unless like it's your pond at your house. Because for one, depending on your place, they could freeze to death in the winter. 2, if you're in Florida or something like that, there's a whole bunch of plecos in the river, and they're taking over and potentially threatening the life of manatees. So, just to have the right tank setup for these guys, and I wish I had the right tank setup. I just didn't know. I didn't know crap back then about fish keeping. Like, I knew some, but I didn't know a common pleco needs like 150 gallon, because they're max size usually around 2 feet. Like, I've heard of them getting 3 feet, but most of the time, just 2 feet. You should definitely get these guys for a monster fish tank, because these guys are awesome, and I totally recommend it if you guys like have the right tank size, because these are really fascinating fish. Wish this camera would focus. So yeah, I've had some experience where back in the past, this guy, a pleco, jumped down my tank like twice. It happened to me. The second time it survived because it jumped into the filter, but so I think you should get a lid. Like, it doesn't have to be like a really good lid as long as it can't get it squeezed through it. So I have like 2 little cheap lids, makeshift lids on my tank, and it's fine for him. This guy personally has never jumped out the tank before, luckily. There may be some people saying that they might suck the slime coat off a fish, but that's only if they're really malnourished, which you should make sure they're nourished, of course. And what else is there to say? They poop a lot, so you should probably do routine weekly maintenance if you're going to have a common pleco. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see y'all next video.